Hello guys and welcome. This is Harris and you guys are watching Livewire Tech. So today we're going to be talking about the newly released Windows 10. And I got a lot of things to say and lots of things that they added that I think was fantastic. Although I'm not really a big fan of how the UI look, how it kind of looks lackluster. That's what I would say, but nonetheless, it's a great OS. I would use it. So first off, we're gonna start and talk about the whole new Continuum UI. So it's pretty much there's no more Metro UI, which was used in Windows 8. Not a big fan of that. It was pretty lame. Then next we're going to be talking about what everybody's going to be happy about for sure. This is going to be the return of the start button. So now in the start button there's no more we still didn't get the program and all that stuff that we used to have back in Windows XP or Windows 7 I think had it. But in here now we have the Windows UI, which is it's right here. This is your Windows UI or Metro UI. They, instead of having it as a whole screen, now it's just a small part of the start button, which is how I picture it and how I would want it. How I want it to be integrated with the UI. And there's a lot of new additions, and some of that like the Cortana, of course. We're gonna be talking about that in a little bit, and other things. But first off, let's go here step by step when what's new and what I think is newly improved. Next is gonna be the the store. Now the store, they finally fixed it up. Back then, when you buy an app, you're only able to utilize that only in PC, unfortunately. But this time, they actually streamlined it to all the consoles, so it's universal. So everything that you buy in other apps, you can download it here. Anything that well, not everything, I would say, not sure yet, but I would say the games, they will probably say it in the description of the item you're getting. Also, like Netflix and stuff like that, everything that's app that's widely known and used by everybody, you'll be able to download it in either your Windows mobile devices, your Xbox One, your Xbox, and of course your Windows and Windows 8, Windows 10 and Windows 8. It's all in here. This is just basic. It's just what it is they added the universal settings for everyone. That way, you're not wasting your money, pretty much. Next, we're gonna be talking about, of course, it's gonna be our Cortana. So let's go ahead and ask her a question. So pretty much when you first boot it up, you're gonna be able to, set this up, and that way, if you have a microphone, like right now I'm using the Blue Yeti, and that way you can talk to her just like the Xbox One. See how it's gonna ask you for a nickname and what she can do for you and stuff like that. So let's ask her. Are you better than Siri?
I think we're both pretty clever.
Are you sure?
Sure.
So, is Windows better than Apple? Then she's gonna do a search for you. Open Facebook. Open Windows Media Player.
Sure thing. Opening Windows Media Player.
See, it's awesome. It's a very responsive. It's not like well, Siri is kind of the same, but I think the Cortana has a little bit of advantage when it comes to that. It's more streamlined, and she knows a lot more. And I would say, what's the weather tomorrow?
The forecast for tomorrow shows sun with a high of 90 and a low of 76.
How far is Philippines from Virginia? Just gonna do a search thing for us here. I'm not flying anytime soon. All right, so next is we're gonna be talking about my opinions are with the new Internet Explorer. So let's open that up. So Windows Internet Explorer, they call it the Edge now. Not a big fan. Not. It still looks exactly the same, except they had this whole new boxes type and stuff like that. That really it's not really. I don't know. I would still use my Google Chrome or Safari. First off, it's very susceptible to viruses. At least not right now because it just came out. But I don't see this being a good contender to actually beat Safari or Chrome. I mean, I mainly use Chrome, so yeah, I'm not a big fan. It looks the same, no changes. So next, we're gonna be talking about one of my favorite additions. So first things first, we're gonna be opening up an image. Let's see here, my logo. You see how this is now? See, I think they got this from MacBook. They have this in Mac. Oh, but they added a bunch of new tools here that you can actually use. Just your basic stuff, all that stuff. You could actually add and crop. I mean, they had it before, but at least they brought back some of the old some of the old and necessary tools that you can actually use without buying anything else. I think this was fantastic. And next on my favorite stuff was this is gonna surprise you guys. I hope this works. It didn't quite work on me earlier. This is my second filming. So this is your your taskbar. So right now, back in Windows 7 we had the arrow, which is you're able to browse multiple windows. This is pretty much the new arrow. This is which is the much improved version of that. They call this the virtual desktops and task view. Now I'm not gonna click new desktop because I think that's what ruined my video. But in the bottom right here, it's gonna ask you a desktop, which is gonna be pretty much your option of having another screen. So for example, this box right here is gonna be all your streaming, and then if you click that, everything that for streaming can be on this side, and then on this side you can have everything that you need to read your chat, all that stuff. And and any necessary tools that you can actually use will be on here. Now I love this addition. I really do. I think this is really brilliant. Brilliant engineering, which is how it should have been in the first place. All right, so great. Now we're gonna talk about my Xbox. So they changed the whole UI for Xbox for anyone that plays Xbox, guys. I don't play as much anymore, so don't add me. All right, so at least we saw this, and this is how it looks like now. So let's close this. Now we're going to be talking about the Action Center. Now this used to be the notification, which still is, but they changed it a little bit. So now we have the tablet mode, which pretty much your Metro UI, just like in Windows 8. How you're greeted with the Windows UI, the tablet things, the square things. Not a big fan of that. I think it's ugly. Now this right here, the screen that we have is amazing. This is how it should be. Then next we have your Connect. I believe this is like your drop zone or something like that for Mac. Like if you have some if you have Bluetooth on your on your computer, you can actually connect or drop something off like really quick. So if you click that up, it's gonna start searching for local devices. Your Note, of course, is your OneNote. So yeah, they integrated it all now. It's part of the Windows. And next is your VPN and your quiet hours. Quiet hours is pretty much your low down power, and it's gonna turn off all the noises and the sound. So, and the settings now it's different. So if you open up the settings, I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I have an issue earlier, so let me open this up just to make sure. I hope you guys can see this. This is the whole new settings. It's not the same anymore. This is really new for all of us. So it seems like they're able to figure it out to make it more streamlined and just on point to where you're supposed to go, not all over the place. That way you can fix everything out. Next we're gonna be talking about the revamped core. All the cores in here. So we have your mail, which is now streamlined, connected to it, and then now we have your photos, which is a lot better. So the UI is totally different now. We have your Cortana, of course. If you have this kind of phones, you can always connect it. Yes, you can. So that's the new stuff they added as well. OneNote, The Office, and the music and TV, they're all the same. Well, not the same, but nothing I'm interested about all that stuff. So all that stuff. So the Xbox app, you can actually connect that alongside with the Xbox, like how it's always been. Continuum, this is the new settings that they have ongoing here, and like I said, the settings is totally different. Now to tell you guys what I think about it's amazing. Windows 10 is great. It's what I've been waiting for and what I expect them to do. There's a lot of things that's coming our way. Number one is going to be, of course, the hologram. Hopefully that comes out soon. I'm excited. Next is going to be your DirectX 12. I know it should be running now, which I can show you guys if there's really any difference. I mean, I don't play like hardcore games as I used to. So, we're going to try and open up Don't Starve and see if it actually have any changes. So, nothing really. It's still the same. Well, first off, let me explain to you guys what DirectX 12 is. You need to have a game engine that's able to run it. That's why you're not going to be able to see it. Maybe like the new up and coming games, then you guys will be able to see the difference, when it comes to the visual aspect of the game. But as far as what we have now, there's not really, you're not going to be able to notice that soon. So all the hype, like I told you guys from the very beginning, this is your answer. The game engine has to be able to make something or publish something that will run in DirectX 12. Okay, so none of the games right now, maybe except a few of them, will be able to run it. So no hyper whatsoever. Okay, and my favorite part of this, which is probably gonna surprise you guys. See, I'm a big overclocker, and what you call this? I love booting up my computer fast and stuff like that. But Windows 10 is the fastest boot I've ever had. Alright, I've had Windows 8, which was about 5, or I would say I'll give it about a 6 seconds, 7 seconds. This right here, as soon as I turn on my computer, it would boot up in about 3 or 4 seconds. That's how fast it is. It's very good. Now on to the things that I didn't like. There's always some things. UI, I think it's pretty. I'm not a big fan of this little lines, stuff like that. That's just me being nitpicky. I'm not a big fan of it. I rather have the regular old school logos and emblems of the GIFs. That's just me, guys. Also, another downside, since it just came out, remember guys, this is only, there's a reason why they brought this up early. Okay, they want to be able to pinpoint what it's missing and what needs to be fixed. Okay, this is like the trial run. Now when the new thing come out, the actual retail, then we'll probably be able to get some new updates and new contents for Windows. Maybe more driver support, and that's one more thing that's really, it's always going to be an issue when you guys install a new Windows. There's always going to be an issue about drivers, because none of the drivers are fast enough or able to work certain programming for them to be able to run certain drivers with the OS. So you guys, just give him time. I love the Windows right now, Windows 10, and it's exactly what I was waiting for. I didn't expect anything else, and it's great, guys. I would give it right now an 8 out of 10. Okay, an 8 out of 10, solid 8 out of 10. The only thing is like I was telling you guys, the driver support, and at least you'll be able to change the themes. Maybe there's no themes yet. Nothing yet. So maybe if I change this, well, there it is. It's still the same thing. I mean, nothing really, mind blowing and stuff like that. But we'll see how it's gonna turn out. But right now, my final thoughts on this, it's a great product. Now I would buy the retail for the other computer. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and again, if you guys like my video, please hit subscribe and like my video, and also follow me on Facebook, Harris James Hagen. If you guys, you can guys also follow me on Twitter. So just want to say, good night guys, and enjoy Windows 10. It's what everybody deserves. Alright guys, good night.